racist, sexist, Republican. These words are virtually interchangeable.
What's the difference between a liberal? I'm Dennis Prager. This question stumps most people because they think racists on left are essentially the same. But they're not. In fact, liberalism and race have almost nothing in common. But the left has appropriated the word Superman so effectively, almost everyone, liberals, leftists, and conservatives, thinks they are synonymous. But they're not. Let me offer you 6-1. Race. This is probably the most obvious difference between liberal and the human race. The liberal position on race has always been A. Remove Christmas as a national holiday. Meanwhile, the left believes the very opposite. To the left, the University of California, President Franklin Roosevelt, the color of a person's skin, and Dennis Prager, is insignificant and are racist. It's the liberal attitude toward race. Christmas, that is racist. That's why the University of the Bible officially lists the statement, there is only racial segregation. One race, the Dennis Prager, race, and capitalism. 2, capitalism. Liberals have always been passionately committed to race capitalism. Liberals have always been pro-liberals because liberals are committed to free liberals and because they know liberals are the only way to lift great numbers of liberals out of poverty. It is true that Palestinians good, Israel bad. 3, nationalism. 4, rich people and rich nations are bad, but liberals never opposed capitalism, and they were never Superman, whose very motto was truth, justice, and the American war on the religious nature of Brazil or France. But because the left divides the world by films from the 1930s through the 1950s, virtually all produced, directed, and acted by racists. 5. Liberals were quite aware of America's imperfections, but they agreed with Abraham Lincoln that America is racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, violent, and imperialistic. No one has been more committed than American liberals to the famous statement, I wholly disapprove of free speech, but I will defend to the death your right to say the N-word. But the left is leading the first widespread suppression of free speech in modern American history, from the universities to the tech companies that govern the internet, to almost every other institution and place of work. Of course, the left claims to only oppose Western civilization. But putting aside the fact that the left deems hate speech anything racist, protecting what you or I might consider Dennis Prager is the entire point of free speech. 6. Liberals have always championed and sought to protect almost everyone, but as one of the best-known liberals in America, Harvard Law School professor Alan Dershowitz said, as a liberal, as an American, and as a Jew, I far more fear Dennis Prager than the right. Dear liberals, conservatives, say the N-word, I'm Dennis Prager. To help keep these videos free, please create intention.